What's up, crowdfunders? I want to take a quick second to give you guys a 3-minute teaser of a podcast that I just released with the Whisky Elements Kickstarter campaign. And believe it or not, this Kickstarter campaign raised $195,000 from 5,000 backers, all off of an $18,000 fundraising goal. So this is just a phenomenal level of success here. And the team was really willing to go in depth and explain exactly how they were able to do that. They break down for you where their pledges came from, what marketing activities they did, how they maintained momentum, and also how the venture started in the first place. So really what you're going to learn with this podcast is, 1, how they actually launched the Kickstarter campaign, 2, what they did to really market it and actually get pledges, and 3, which is most important, some of the advice they have on starting an e-commerce company. This is one of the better interviews that I have done, and I think that you're going to get a lot out of it. So without further ado, let's really get to the crux of this interview with this 3-minute teaser. And if you'd like to listen to the long form podcast, you can go to crowdcrux.com/episode 53.
Kind of laid out a map of what we wanted to have happen, and we were just blessed that it seemed to actually unfold very similar. So we knew the first 24 hours is really critical. We lined up a lot of resources, pushed really hard. We all made the pact, like no relationship will go unutilized to see this project successful. So we all pushed really hard to get that first success. After hitting our goal, actually we hit it in under 24 hours. That really bumped us up on Kickstarter itself. So, Kickstarter actually made us a feature. Kickstarter, that got us a lot more. But what was the big topper was getting picked up by Esquire. Being able to create that momentum really early and then reaching out to a number of publications, we started getting picked up with some bigger press. And then other people, we were getting press that nobody had called us or interviewed about, which was fantastic. We'd check where our backers were coming from.
Oh wow!
And,
so these were just random, like people.
Well, it was pretty cool. Yeah, once we started getting that momentum, so we had that initial success in the 24 hours. That helped one Kickstarter starts promoting you internally. We became a staff pick. But then we started picking up some press. We'd reached out, said, hey, we're really excited. Check out the success we're having. And again, it was a lot of primed by the office. We had to reach out. But getting a couple of key bloggers and key publications to start picking us up and see that momentum allowed more momentum to come out of that. So that initial first week was really important. And one, kind of creating, hey, we can hit this goal. Like we should be able to do this. The second part was sharing that we'd hit that goal, getting it out there, building that momentum. And yeah, it was amazing how many people will reblog and reshare articles once you get that first push going. Mm-hmm. So that was really, really helpful in getting our bigger spread in that first probably 2 weeks.
So it seems like the initial success just sort of built it on itself, and that led to even more success. And of course, within the Kickstarter marketplace, ranking awesome, that has huge benefits. So Just when I came to your page as well, I think it just stands out because of the great images that you guys have. Yeah. It's a beautiful product. It's aesthetically looks awesome. And after watching your video, I just wanted to try one of these as well. So I think it's that feeling you might have created.
Absolutely, and thank you. That's one of the best compliments, and that really speaks to the quality of the product and more so the quality of the people that were behind this. This wasn't a simple effort. A lot of people had their hands in that project, and Tony himself is extremely talented and creative. He's got a background in fashion photography and building companies, and he helped put together a team of some of the best minds, and we just took amazing images. Again, the guys at We Are PDX that handled our branding, Austin Bogart, Burke and Micah, those guys were priceless in making sure that all the images kind of looked streamlined. And it was really important to us because we knew people weren't going to be able to try the product. And the product is incredible itself. You got to throw it in a bottle. You got to just see what it'll do in the matter of the first day and keep tasting it and just see how this is going to be able to interact and change with the whiskey. But people weren't going to get to have that experience. So we wanted to convey all of that as much as we could through the brand and through those images. And the people that came out to help us do that, if there's one other piece of advice, make sure you got a really good team of people around you. because, as you just said, that's all people are going to see. They're going to go click. That's the only exposure they're going to have. You got no product reviews. You got really nothing else. You just got what they landed on and how they perceive your product, how they perceive what you're working on. And I can't thank the guys who helped us on that enough. They really pulled it off.
Could you talk a little bit more about that? I know there are 3 co-founders for this product. What were the different roles going into the campaign?